Welcome back to another episode of Let's Talk About It with JW. Today I'm going to be giving my reaction to the interview that Young Thug did on Perspectives with Bank. So let's get into it, y'all. Cause I got some shit to say.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, Slime. Like coming out of jail, and we're like, man, what the fuck is this nigga doing, bro? Like it's like you ain't learn your lesson.
Let's be honest, we all thought he didn't learn his lesson. Matter of fact, he really didn't learn his lesson. He just had a little scare and started doing the right thing.
And all this shit going on, hearing these calls, talking on the phone, like, what the hell wrong with this nigga? Like, a nigga, I know you was in there praying, right?
Absolutely.
Like, it's like, do you not understand your prayers got answered?
Yeah, you understand that, but you also listening to people tell you like, boy, you the wizard. You ain't going to prison. And then you gotta understand, man, I was in jail 3 years, bro. Like I was praying 3 whole years. At some point, I started thinking like the prayers ain't working. You gotta understand that too.
I'm just gonna say, you should never think that your prayers are not working, because everybody know God might not come when you want him to, but he's always on time. You should know that if you was praying. But also, you got to stop listening to other people. They're going to tell you this, they're going to tell you that. You grown now and you old enough to think for yourself and make your own decisions as a man. So all this, I feel like, is just a whole bunch of excuses, and quite frankly, it's a whole bunch of bullshit to me.
Like I'm going through shit every day. I'm looking at my best friend, them do what they do. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at certain shit. And it's making me feel how I'm feeling. Like I ain't never been a nigga to pillow talk. I ain't never been a nigga to talk about nobody else in my life on the phone with nobody else. I never been that type of nigga.
Something in my spirit is telling me that's a lie. Maybe you weren't doing it all the time, but you don't pillow talk before. I think everybody pillow talk. If they got a boyfriend or a girlfriend, they pillow talk. They talk about little shit that's going on here and there. You pillow talk. You just weren't expecting that pillow talking to get out to everybody in this damn world. But you be doing that. You been doing that. I don't care what you say. It's real clear to me that you been doing that. So, yeah, I call bullshit on that, too. You just ain't taking no accountability to me.
These last few days, I've been sitting around like, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, what I was doing?
I appreciate you saying that.
I think I was just so fucked up, and I just felt like it was just over. Like, I'm just sitting in jail 24 hours on 23 and 1. I'm in a cell 23 hours. Like, at this point, I'm just like, man, I don't give a fuck. Life, it ain't what I'm thinking it is. Like, I'm just talking. At this point, I'm just talking. At this point, I'm just holding conversations with my girl.
So just because you thought it was over with, you thought it was cool to talk about this person business, that person business, talk about this person, that person. So you thought it was cool. All because it was over with. You forgot the code. You forgot that you don't supposed to be talking about nobody business. You forgot that if you had something to say to somebody, you were supposed to say it to their face. So you just forgot all about that because you thought it was over with. Come on. You said you was real. You claimed to be real. But none of that stuff you was doing was real N-word shit. All of was some really messed up stuff. And then you probably got on the phone with them acting like you ain't said none of this stuff. Yeah, you might have said a little bit of the stuff to them on how you were feeling. But I guarantee you ain't said all that.
But the crazy part is, all these conversations that I had on the phone, I also had with the same niggas who I was talking about on the phones. So that's why it don't seem weird between us, me and them. Because I done held these same conversations with Wham. I done held these same conversations with Savage. How I feel about him. How I feel about Wham. How I feel about this. How I feel about every situation. We talk like men. We brothers. We talk. They tell me how they feel about certain things. So we all aligned. We won. We what we is. But you got to understand, like, my standpoint. I'm locked up. Nigga, I'm on the phone talking to my girl every day. This is the only person I'm talking to on the phone. This is the only person that I can talk to. Like, I can't even talk to my family because they just like, how they is, it ain't good for my case. They can be on the phone, they don't understand certain things. So if I be on the phone with them, they might say the wrong thing on the phone.
Listen, just because you locked up and you claim you ain't got nobody else to talk to, which I don't understand that. Like, you do have family that you can talk to, and you can tell your family to just keep it strictly about how y'all doing and keep it about family stuff. Like, you got a whole girlfriend that can tell them that. Now, when y'all talk to him on the phone, don't be talking about nothing dealing with the case. Don't say nothing out of pocket, out of line, this, that, and the third. So you could have talked to other people other than your girlfriend. But even if you couldn't, y'all still ain't have to be talking about nobody else's business. Y'all could have kept that between you and her. Y'all could have just been talking about y'all business, what y'all gonna do when you get out, other stuff that she got going on. Y'all could have kept this strictly about y'all relationship. The only reason it went into conversations about other folk business is because y'all took it there. And you being so-called real, you shouldn't even let it went there. Like, yeah, you might be in your cell, whatever, 23 hours out the day. Talk to your damn self. Keep that shit between you and yourself. What goes on between you and the bros should really stay between you and the bros. How you feel about them should be discussed between you and them. Now, you know that the conversations are recorded. That's why you said you couldn't talk to your family. Because they might say the wrong thing, you find your case. Remember that? So, if the if the call is being recorded, you should have known that it was a possibility this was gonna get leaked. Like, it just don't make sense to me. And yet again, you're not taking accountability. You was being a BAN, talking about somebody else's business with your girlfriend, and it just backfired. You weren't expecting this to get out. So I ain't buying none of this. I was locked up for this, that, and the third, da 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 da. I ain't buying none of that. That shit was not real at all.
So now I can't talk to them. Now I can't talk to Bank. I don't want the police to get on Bank. Now I can't talk to Wham. I don't want the police to get on him. I don't want the police to get on Savage. I don't want the police to get on Pluto. It's just so much shit in my mind to the point where I'm just like, I'm confining myself. I mean, not confined. I'm like trapping myself to just communicate with one person. And then I might go to court and just get body slammed by the motherfucking judge, bro. And then I just got to come back to the jail. Now I'm on the phone with somebody that I love, whoever it is I'm on the phone with. And they like, man, goddamn, bro, goddamn, they say, this nigga right here been up pulling up on bro. This nigga pull up. Of course, I'm just like, bro, I just got body slammed by the jail. I'm just feeling how I'm feeling, bro. I'm just saying what I'm saying. Like, I ain't even tripping on that. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And I done told all these niggas these same things.
But looking back on it, how you feel? You just said, goddamn, like, damn, you feel like you was tripping.
I feel like I was tripping, but I feel like, because I ain't never did shit like that. I ain't never pillow talk with no girl ever in life. I ain't never in my life held no conversation with no girl about no another nigga ever until jail.
Listen here, Jeffrey. At the end of the day, you have every right to feel however you want to feel. But you can't stop no other grown man from pulling up on somebody, dealing with somebody, making money with somebody, all because you're confined to your jail cell for 23 hours out the day. Yeah, you can feel how you want to feel. Yeah, you can talk to them about it whenever you talk to them. But all this pillow talking, telling folk being there, talking about this, that, and the third, that shit still ain't cool no matter how you dress it, how you try to make us understand why you did it. It just don't make sense. It just ain't real. And you proclaim to be real, so I feel like I'm going to hold you to that. You say you're real, I'm going to hold you to being real. And on another note, all this talking about you ain't never pillow talked until then and all that stuff, I don't believe it. Cut the bullshit. You done pillow talk before because you was too comfortable doing it in the first place.
And I've been trying to figure out, like, why the hell was I even doing that? And then I just had to, like, think back to when I was in jail. Because I did a long time in jail, so I know how to think right back to when I was in jail right now.
So you've been reflecting?
Hell yeah, and that's another thing I don't even want to do. That's why I don't even respect the phone call shit coming out, because all it do is make me think about when I was in jail, going through fighting for my life. All it do is make my girl think about those long ass conversations on the phone. We praying and we doing shit and hoping that I can get away from this shit and come out of it. Like, that's the weird part about this shit that's happening. Like, this shit, all this, y'all, this shit just like a fun moment in the memes on the internet and trying to just like tarnish my existence and just my real nigga shit, my real nigga life to like, just to have fun with it. But not knowing, like, but this shit traumatizing the hell. This shit goddamn make me remember when I was in jail. This shit make me remember those dark ass days and moments I had, bro. This shit make my girl cry. She ain't even tripping about what we saying on the phone. Nigga, we said, whatever I say, I can say twice. I'm a grown man.
I can tell you why you did it, Jeffrey. Because it's just a part of your character. It's a part of who you are deep down inside. That pillow talking shit didn't just come from out of nowhere. That's why you did it. And another thing, your girl wasn't crying because she wasn't crying about that pillow talking shit. She wasn't crying about the dark times you had in jail. She was goddamn crying because she trying to figure out, oh my God, what the hell gonna come out next? What's about to be exposed next? Am I about to get my feelings hurt? Am I about to get some information that I don't want to get? That's why she crying. Because she already knew about some of the stuff that you was doing. So let's just be honest. The girl wasn't crying about the pillow talking. She wasn't crying about the you being in there and all your dark moments and times. She don't give a fuck about that. That ain't what she crying. She trying to keep her reputation and her image clean. And hoping that she don't get dragged into your bullshit, which she already have. So tough titty on that one.
Let's talk about it with JW.